This concept of prepaids is quite important if you want accurate data and accurate financials. Profit players, I'm speaking to you. Due to the overwhelming response from last week's chart of account videos, I have decided to extend this back to basics series indefinitely. I don't know how many videos I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to do 4, maybe I'm going to do 24. I haven't figured that part out yet, but I do know it's going to be very, very good. Today, we're talking about prepaids. What are prepaids? Prepaids are cash that you outlay today that you may or may not necessarily need to account for in the current accounting period. So we put them in a prepaids account and we amortize them over an extended period. Some examples of prepaids are your insurance, your real estate taxes, and some raw materials, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about insurance. You know it. You get that fat daddy principal premium that you've got to pay. Well, you may outlay all the cash in the month that you get that bill, but hey, guess what? That insurance is for the next 12 months. So, in order to account for it properly, we need to allocate 1/12 each month for the next 12 months. And while we do that, that amount sits on the balance sheet and we cut a piece off each month and send it over to the P&L. Same thing for real estate taxes. Those are typically for 12 months. We do the same thing. Now, there are some of you which we got to stick some raw materials and some package into prepaid. And the reason we do that is you may have a hop contract or a can contract or some arrangement with a vendor, and they're holding it and holding it and holding it, but they say, hey, buddy, we need money. Send us the money. We'll store it for you. We'll store it for you for free. We don't care. Just send us the money. And in that case, you haven't received those raw materials. They're still sitting somewhere else. We can't pile those into our inventory management software, but what we can do is we can stick that on a prepaid and track it until we receive those raw materials. The insurance and the real estate taxes are going to be way more common than raw materials and packaging, but in some cases, we have to treat that way. This concept of prepaids is quite important if you want accurate data and accurate financials, right? So what I've done for you today is I have included in the attachment the SBS Prepaid Tracker, Ledger, whatever you want to call it. It's such an awesome tool. It allows you to drop in your prepaids. It allows you to drop in the amount, the dates that it's applicable for, and then track it throughout the year. It's a tool that you're going to want to download and put into place if you're handling your own accounting. Okay? So that's it for today. As always, if you have any questions, drop me a line. If you're looking at this tracker or ledger, you're like, how does this thing work? Drop me a line. I'm happy to put together a loom for you and show you how it goes. I'll talk to you next week, profit players.